Atuhini goes inside. Bartash, size mismatch. Easy finish on the power layup from the right side. 8-2, Katie Bartash has got her first two. Thrown down the court, and it's going to go out of bounds. And a bad pass from Regis on the inbound will result in a turnover, and it'll be Saints ball, and Leah Krumian will be coming in for the first time today. The sixth woman off the bench can always provide a scoring punch. Always keeps her head up, too, looking down the court. Great controller of the basketball. She checks in for Atuhini. Just halfway through the first quarter of this play-in game, the winner to play St. Joseph's tomorrow in Connecticut. Driving and posting up, losing the ball momentarily. Everybody on the ground for this one. 2 red shirts, 1 white. Possession will go with Emmanuel as it's called a jump ball. Leah Krumian to inbound. Mattel on the close side corner. If you can't see her on the screen, she's waiting in that corner for 3. Should she open up, she's guarded by Courtney Doherty. Kalia Saunders checks in for Megan Riley. Bartash takes this to the cup, banks it off short. Saunders comes in and puts it in. 10-2. Inbounded here. 2-1-2 press now, leaving that man. Metella showing Krumian where to go defensively as Metella switches on. This complex defense requires plenty of communication. That the Saints do well. Top of the key. Ayala drives on Bartash, puts it up, blocked. We'll see plenty of those tonight. This is a much shorter team, and Katie Bartash coming off of a career-high 10 blocks in her last game against Anna Maria, just on Sunday. If you're just joining us, hello everyone, I'm Evan Sharrard. Pleased to have you here on this evening here in Fenway. Emmanuel leads this play-in 10-2. So far, 3 players with 2 on the court for Emmanuel. Just 1 player has scored for the opposing side. The Pride's Serenity Ayala knocked in a layup. Now it'll be an inbound. Both teams have now committed fouls. Emmanuel just got to their first. Doherty passes off. Into the game for the first time, Perry. Over to Ayala, down low. Fading away, Doherty clanks this off the front rim. Stolen quickly, put in front. And there's Zancan's first bucket, just outside the restricted arc, putting it in from the middle from 3 feet out. Krumian spaces the floor. Up and under as the ball hangs in and finishes off for Robinson. She's got 4. Driving inside, kicking to Zancan, fakes out 2 defenders, gets closer, misses the easy layup, passed off to Krumian. Now in transition come the Saints. Robinson filling the lane, so is Saunders. She gets the ball, but it tips off of her hands, high in the air and out of bounds. And so that'll be a turnover, Regis ball. Inbound here to Zancan. They fake out the handoff play. Zancan carries this up. Now she's got to be careful here. She's not past half court. She just gets it there to Marinelli. She works off a screen that drives hard, floats it up from about 6. Rebound will go to Saunders. Saunders gets it to Robinson. Down court, 3-on-1 defensive advantage. Robinson drives, tries to get by. They're going to call a charge. Good footwork there by Serenity Ayala to draw that, as Robinson was trying to drive around her. Didn't have much wiggle room there. And that turns into a turnover. The second foul of the game, and Robinson will come out as she's got those 2. Atuhini back into the game. Inbounding now is Courtney Doherty. Doherty yet to score in this one. Zancan, their leading scorer, just has 2. They've been held to 4. Regis has struggled shooting under 40% on average as a team this season. Emmanuel sitting at 40. Kicked out. Fisher drives. Zancan puts it up and knocks it in. From the free throw line, Zancan's got 4. Krumian at the high point. Passes into the left wing. There's Metella back to the point. Metella cuts into the opposite side wing. She gets it there from Atuhini. Now it goes back. Atuhini's got some space. Floats it up from 8. Missed it. Rebound taken by Bartash as she battles 2. Puts it up and in. What a hook shot. The 6'4" height from the Mainer.
21-17. Oregon up. Flipping the fields in 1st and 10 from the 37 4-man rush. Lots of time backing up. About a 10-step drop now. Gabriel's got to go much further. He fires to his left. He had a wide open man. Stewart dropped it. And that'll come back to haunt you if you're Oregon. Got to pick it up now. 2nd and 10 from the 37. They'll try it again. Jordan James motions left. 5 receiver set now. Looks left. Guns it deep. Batted down. Good play deep by Davison of Bigison, who's having the game of his life out there. He had a key pick against Penn State. He's got a key pick today. Trailing by 4, trying to get a stop. Oregon trying to do the opposite. Will they pick it up? A loft left side, out of bounds, a throwaway. And now a deep field goal attempt here for Atticus Sappington. His career long at 47 yards. This one from about 59 is good. What a kick. Well, you add 10 yards for the end zone, so that's 47. And then you add about 8. So that's about 54, really, not 59, but a huge kick nonetheless. And a new career long for Atticus Sappington as he moves their lead out to a full touchdown. Well, the junior comes through. Transfer from Oregon State coming over to Oregon. He puts his guys up by 7, and Ohio State trying to tie. From the 21, their own 21, near the Prudential logo. Running in motion is Tate. Looking to throw is Howard. Underneath, complete to Smith. Brought down on the play by Tarrant by member of the secondary, Brandon Johnson. 2nd down and 3, play clock at 5. From the 28, they go handoff. Here comes Judkins, gets a block, gets off the edge and brings it down near midfield. What a cut, what a run for Quinshon Judkins on that play. And Oregon fans still cheering, so are Ohio State's. This game's been everything we'd hoped for. Great blocking, sealing the edge there. We talk about it all the time, and when I say sealing the edge, I mean who wins on the point of attack on the edge? The right tackle or that outside linebacker edge position? Right time, the tackle was able to seal the linebacker to the inside and give a great lane for Judkins. And now Howard will take it that way, but this time winning on the edge and making the play outside was Derek Harmon, normally lined up on the inside. Right there, he played some 9-tech. Rare, you'll see him out there. Looking to throw over the top. A strike to the tight end, Scott. A first down, nearing into Ducks territory, close to the red zone, brought down to the 30 with just under 3 minutes gone by here in the 4th quarter. That's been a doozy. When there's been great protection, there have been great throws. When there hasn't been, there have been a lot of throwaways, lots of sacks. Right there, the veteran tight end, G. Scott, able to find his way over the middle of the field for a key catch. 1st and 10, over 12 to go in the 4th quarter. Ohio State trying to drive to score. They go play fake to Judkins. And now Howard guns it to the right, and it's dropped. Scott had it in his hands inside the 15 and couldn't haul it in. Left side now, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Judkins the back. He takes the handoff, goes up the middle uncontested for about 5. And Derek Harmon got pushed up the field, and now he's holding his stomach or his side. We'll get an update on him as soon as we can. We just hope he's okay. It's the Rose Bowl game presented by Prudential. It's coming down to the wire. Thanks for coming in and listening to us. I'm Evan Sharrard, Oregon and Ohio State. Man in motion, Jeremiah Smith goes to the right side of the formation. Howard takes the snap, play fake to Henderson. Howard steps up right side. He'll be brought down. A sack, the 3rd of the day for Oregon, and the 1st for Jamari Caldwell. Well, Caldwell, transfer from Houston this season, showing what he brings as a nose. He's great against the run, but right there, he's able to split the double team there and get right in for the sack in a key moment to force a field goal attempt for Fielding. Fielding from the 27-yard line. This is about a 45-yard kick. It's up, and it is good. Lead cut back down to 4. So 2 drives ending in field goals. Just about around the career high for Jaden Fielding, 1 yard shy of his 46th career high. But now Oregon's offense gets another chance to try and go on what we would call not a put-away drive. Those are the drives when you're really going to, well, literally put the team away, no chance to win. I'm Evan Sharrard. Bruins lead this 4-1 in the 3rd period, brought to you by Salem 5. Make your move and earn more this winter. Lock in your funds with a 4.5% APY for a special 6-month CD with Salem 5 Bank. And now underway here in the third period. Bruins get the puck back after Florida won the opening faceoff. Pasternak's got this into the offensive zone. He's checked there. Huge hit by Tkachuk, and now forcing an offensive zone possession. Tkachuk the other way. Tipped off and taken away. Here comes Eriksson Ek. Dekes his way past the defender and now trying to work some offensive pressure. Passing it behind the net, intended for Pastrnak. Ekblad found it instead. Tkachuk checked off the puck. Now here's Lindholm with a chance. Moving it back to Pastrnak. His shot saved, then it goes wide. Bruins maintain possession. McAvoy at the point. McAvoy fakes the shot. Fakes the shot. Drop pass now to Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek lost it. Good takeaway by Greer. 2-on-1 and developing back the other way for Florida. Greer moving on in. Centering for Tkachuk. Great save by Swayman in a one-on-one stop. And the Bruins get a face-off in their own end. Rare that we've seen that today. In this grudge match, the Bruins have completely outplayed the Panthers in terms of possession time. But the shot totals, they dominated there too, but the Florida Panthers, I think, have gotten better looks because of all of the opportunities the Bruins are giving up, playing so aggressively right here in front of shot save on Verhaeghe. Now the Bruins counterattacking here with Marchand and Lindholm. Marchand to Lindholm. They lose it into the corner. Verhaeghe triple teamed. Marchand takes it into the slot. He's checked off the puck by Schmidt. Greer checked off by Carlo. Some physicality starting this third period. Carlo moves it over to Lindholm. Lindholm dodges a check. Fakes the shot. Wrist shot. Saved off into the corner and taken by Schmidt. Moved along to Weatherby. He banks it off the boards to Verhaeghe, who has it poked off his stick by Carlo. And onto the stick of Lindholm it goes. Coyle to Zadorov. Dekes a man. Shoots the shot. Saved by Bobrovsky. Passed off to Schmidt. Taken away by Marchand. Always tough to stop. Passing it right up to Marchand. He's checked off the puck. Weatherby gets this for Panthers, and now taken away by Marchand. Lindholm has a chance right in front. He'll recoil back to the center line of that half circle. Coyle trying to look for an opportunity, feeds it. One-time shot, missed the net. Zadorov had lots of velocity on that. Lots of pressure for the Bruins, but they turn it over. Here comes Listerainen down the ice. Past the Discover logo at center ice and into the offensive zone. Listerainen over to Lundell. His shot goes off the pad and into the opposite corner. Zadorov moving this all the way up to 37. Not Bergeron, but Foegele. Takes a spin. Foegele tries to beat Kulikov, but he failed there. But Petrie was right there to try and take it away, but Boqvist gabbed it. Boqvist on to Mikkola. Mikkola through the center ice past the spoke B and into the offensive zone for the Panthers, dumping it but couldn't get it past Geekie, and the Bruins will bank this off the boards all the way up for Roar and Foegele, who tried to get by a defender, but Kulikov with a shift-winning hit to keep him away from a one-on-one. Now Boqvist with an offensive rush the other way. Good poke check by Vetrano to keep him away from a one-on-one. Petrie will pass this up to Vetrano. Vetrano working against two members of white. Here's Vetrano into the slot, fakes the shot. Has an opening, drops it to Lohrei. His shot saved off into the corner, innocently onto the stick of Kulikov. 30th shot of the game, innocently into the corner and ripped away now by Eriksson Ek in the neutral zone. McAvoy passes it on to Eriksson Ek. Along the right side wing he goes. Centering pass. Pastrnak, one-time shot block, rebound taken by Zacha behind the net. They play it over to Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek behind the net, back in front. Shot save off the blocker. Into the corner and taken up now by Tkachuk after great Bruins opportunities. Two close-range shots for David Pastrnak. Now Reinhart moves it over to Barkov. Into the neutral zone and now into the offensive zone for Florida. Barkov chasing after it, but it's taken away by the Bees. Passed into the slot, intercepted now by Reinhart. Reinhart moving on in, taken away by McAvoy with a stick check there by Hampus Lindholm. Zacha speeding up and dumping. Pasternak's there. He has to beat two members of the team in white, the Panthers. Pastrnak with a nice little deke, trying to get away. Manning and Manning. Tkachuk trying to get by him. He can't. And now Pastrnak checking a player off the puck. He's still got possession. Passed it over to Greer. And that is no longer a teammate of his, so that's a turnover. Here comes Barkov over to Ekblad. Ekblad tried to get by. Couldn't. Greer tried to get by. Now Lindholm has a chance. He's guarded by Ekblad, but Lindholm's on in. He shoots it off the pad. Great one-on-one stop. Now back to the point. One-time shot, score! John Beecher's 13th of the year goes by. And it's 5-1 Boston. Well, the Bruins have had great pressure all day. There's not much more to analyze here. Just the puck moving all over the place. Bobrovsky didn't see it in time. And, yep, coach can't believe it. Panthers really trailing in this one. The Bruins have been bringing it to him all day.
On to third. Zanotti 120 feet away from scoring at second. And here comes Jess Gomez.
Now batting number 18, Jess Gomez.
Gomez doubled and scored in her last inning of play in the fourth. She's 1 for 2 today. First pitch in there for a strike. Gomez has not recorded an RBI today. Despite that, she is always an offensive threat. 3 RBIs on the season, hitting near 400. Fouls this off the pole. The light pole, that is, behind the Emerson dugout near first base. So she's behind in the count 0-2. Barring an unorthodox double play, Riley Kayatsa and Avi Cooperman have a shot. Cooperman on deck. She's recorded another hit in this game, singled, stole a base, and advanced on a wild pitch. That is lined into left center field. That's gonna split the gap and go all the way to the wall. Gomez to second. Miles scores, Zanotti scores. Emerson takes the lead on a 2-run Jess Gomez double.
Now batting number 22, Avi Cooperman.
Now here's Avi Cooperman batting after the clutch 2 RBI double by Gomez. The first RBI she's driven in today. Cooperman drove 3 in game 1 in another RBI spot. Here's the pitch to Cooperman. Low and in. Chio's coming and giving up 2. That is lined into center field. That is going to split the gap. Gomez rounding third. Cooperman to second. Here comes Gomez. Here she's going for 3. Cooperman safe again. RBI triple, the second of the day. A 3-run rally for the Lions. The first 2 RBIs driven in by Gomez. She just scored on the RBI triple by Cooperman. And now here's Kayatsa. Strike 1 inside. Kayatsa 0 for 2. She's grounded out sharply to short twice. Hitless on the day. Didn't play in game 1. 319 hitter coming into the day. 5 RBIs for her. She's got a chance at another, sitting at third. Here's the pitch from Riccio. Line foul. Kayatsa wants to get in on the hit parade and the scoring parade. Emerson out to a 4-1 lead after they tied it in the 4th. They've come out and scored 3 here. They just got 1 out right now. Kayatsa swings and flies it deep to right field, and it's going to be caught there. The throw to the plate is going to be way late. Cooperman scores. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Kayatsa. It's 5-1 Lions. And now here comes Izzy Schaefer.
Now batting number 11, Izzy Schaefer.
Izzy Schaefer walked and stole a bag back in her last at-bat in the 4th. She was the runner stranded after Allie Lacey lined out to third and Newland grounded out to second. Takes a strike. In the bottom of the 5th, Evan Sharrard with you here. Emerson's just rallied to take the lead and go out to a big lead. That's lined into right field. That's going to get down. Another hit. Schaefer gets a single. And now coming to bat after her is Allie Lacey.